What's up, everybody? How we all doing? This is episode 16 of the WWE Weekly Round-up. Yeah. Um. Okay. We'll just get into this because there's okay. So SmackDown, we had John Cena open up the show. Kind of like, hey, guess what? I'm the champion. You got this many days till I'm done. Blah 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 blah. Orton comes out, RKO's him, challenges him to a match at Backlash. Thought it was a good promo. We have Fraxium's official SmackDown debut, which was a good match, good showcase for them. Jade Cargill wanted to, challenge Tiffy, but then got attacked, and then Nia Jax came back. Don't care. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre in the ring with 5-2. That whole promo was freaking electric. Probably the best, hits the heart moment for me for this part of the show. We had Zelina Vega win the United States Championship from Chelsea Green. I love Chelsea. You guys know that. But for the fact that, one, this is her first singles or her first title ever won here in WWE on the same night that her husband, Aleister Black, came back to WWE is the cherry on fucking top. I love it. I'm glad to see it. And then, as I mentioned, Aleister Black made a return. Loved it. Drew McIntyre and LA Knight match ended in DQ, which whatever. And then, honestly, the second highlight of the night was that TLC match, which should have been on fucking Mania. Should have been on Mania. I am so upset. Speaking of that match, I did ask everybody, what did you think about the what match should have replaced what the TLC match should have replaced what match on WrestleMania? And I only had one reply. One person said that the Logan Paul AJ Styles that should have been on Raw. Logan needs to chill and taking thinking he only wrestles on PLEs. I get that. Again, he draws. Blah 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 blah. I would say either that match or the Raw Tag Team match should have been replaced with this TLC. This TLC match was phenomenal. It was probably one of the best TLC matches I've seen since WrestleMania 17. And that's where I stand on that. But, I get it. We don't make the calls here. Whatever. Also, to the end of the SmackDown review of things, I did ask everybody this or that. Would you want to see Tiffy versus Jade or Tiffy versus Belair? And only got one answer for that as well, and that's Tiffy versus Jade 1000%. As far as SmackDown as a whole, SmackDown with the TLC match, Aleister Black's return, Fraxium's debut, and Zelina Vega winning, I'm giving SmackDown 5 stars. And I'll even throw the Orton Cena promo, the thing was beautiful. Loved it. Can't wait for more. Let's head on over to Monday Night Raw on April 28th, 2025. We had Sami Zayn confront Seth, Braun, and Paul. They offer him to go somewhere else, and he won't become a target. Which we find out later on in the show. That's not the case. With a lot of interesting offers, but it is what it is. So we're gonna have a Sami versus Seth program for a little bit. Whoopie-doo. We had Rhea defeat Roxanne Perez by DQ because of Julia's interference and EO coming in helping out. I'm liking that we're starting to see more NXT people on the roster. I mean, NXT girls, they're on another level, man. They're gonna put main roster women on a swivel here. These girls got it, dude, and I agree with every time they say like they have the best locker room. Yes, it's so true. NXT women are top notch. Move over Becky Lynch. Move over, we'll get to that. And then we had Jey Uso. He super kicked Logan Paul. Okay. War Raiders defeat Finn and JD McDonough to become #1 contenders for the tag team title. Blah blah blah. Don't care. Becky Lynch and Lyra got into a brawl, and then they issue a match for the title, which I feel like Becky's gonna win. Lol. I'm over Becky Lynch. I'm over Charlotte Flair. The Four Horsewomen whole saga, it needs to go away. Aside from Bayley. Bayley could stay. And then we had NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vecchia versus Ivy Nile, which was a fantastic match. Probably Ivy Nile's best match ever. Can't wait for Vecchia to be on the main roster too. She's gonna fucking shine. We had Pat McAfee's weird ass promo. Don't care. He's gonna get his ass whipped by freaking Gunther. And then we also had Logan Paul attack Sami Zayn, or not Sami Zayn, but Jey Uso backstage. Kind of saw that happening. It is what it is. Before I give the rating, I did have a this or that question. This one I did it because I know the Discord does not like either one of these guys. So I said, who's going to be part of Seth and Paul's new faction? Logan Paul or Sami Zayn? And one response is, I hope Logan Paul. That would be awesome. This will get Paul up in the big leagues. One person's like, both those two, I have to answer Logan Paul. And then the last one was like, this is a choice. I'm a Logan fan. So, do you see either one of them joining the ranks? Let me know down below. And then as far as a rating for Raw, it was an okay show. Nothing to write home about. I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. And then we're going to end this episode off with NXT review from April 29th. We had Joe Hendry come out to call out Trick Williams, and gets destroyed by Dark State. Okay. We had a really good match between Ricky Sainz and Alexis King. Love seeing it. We had I'm sorry, my notes are kind of messed up here. We had Sol Ruka defeat Karma Petrovic in a really good match. We had Metaphor basically saying they're done. They're going their separate ways, which it was bound to happen, unfortunately. We had Hank and Take defeat Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Maru, which was an okay little match. And then we had Trick Williams complaining on the microphone like always. And then Ava announced a little 25-person battle royale for it. And then we had Io and Jordan Grace defeat Roxanne Perez and Julia in a good match. Yeah. NXT was solid, more solid than Raw. I'll say that. So I'm gonna give that one a 4 out of 5 stars. And to wrap it all up, I'm gonna do just one this week. Just of ask me for my opinion. Got a couple of them stacked up in here. And I'll go with this one. This was from a week ago. In the day and age of long skits and stories on the main roster dead, would the Don story of the family work at Maine? And then to add on to it, but with WWE moving forward of the sports entertainment, what's your opinion on the story like that? Would a story like that work on main roster? Now, as we're seeing now here on NXT, the family's breaking off, and I hope it just kind of stays that way. Honestly, family factions and factions in general are just starting to get overdone. Like back in the day when you had the NWO or DX, that was fine. Like you had one or two of them kind of thing. But it's just like everyone has a fucking faction. And honestly, like, in my opinion, I think the whole faction thing needs to be done. It needs to be stopped. I'm over it. That's where I stand on it. Would it work in modern era? Unfortunately, yes, it would work. You got Triple H, who loves doing long term storytelling, but I'm just, I don't know. I'm over it personally. I would say it should be done and over with, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for the question. You know who you are, who asked me that question. I will just say this. You'll get 2 points towards your NXT score for that one. So yeah, okay. Okay, enough of the league stuff as well. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification for more videos like this and other videos I post here on this platform. I try to post a video every other day. So follow all my social medias. I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Come hang out with me. Good old time. Also, to make sure you jump in Discord so you can ask me a question and hang out with us, talk wrestling and all that. Join the Prediction League. It's a fun time in there. And last but certainly, make sure you grab something from my clothing line. I have a lot of cool sales coming up. I have a lot of cool new designs coming out. So support your boy. And I appreciate you all so much for watching. This has been episode 16 of the WWE Weekly Roundup here on the Yoloderr channel. And yeah, okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye. If he just...
Welcome to Quebec City, you son of a bitch!